Hi, it's Lou here, and if you're in Bottled Up, you'll know that we do a very regular series videos on all sorts of different things, and we've just done part of our program, Love, which really is around four kind of positive statements. Love, there's value, there's encouragement, and there's the word kind of optimize, and they're all really positive kind of titles. And I'm just really aware that at that point you kind of throw a grenade of positivity into the life of a partner that is very chaotic and full of seething emotions. And so understandably, we've had some reactions and it's kind of wails of despair in a way to what we say, because it can feel really, again, very counterintuitive. And I think we need to say this over and over again, that this took me years to learn, living with a drinker, that actually some of the things that work don't work in this situation. The most obvious one being that in love, usually if you appeal to someone who loves you to stop doing something, if they truly love you, they will. And you have to get your head around the fact that actually if you live with a drinker, that actually pushes the shame and guilt button and makes it worse. And so that doesn't work. And so when you come to positive emotions into negative situations, that can feel as counterintuitive, because what we're not asking you to do is to go into denial. Denial will say it's all okay. It's not okay. And absolutely not are we asking you to value, love and encourage the drink behaviour. We hate it. It's horrible, and there's no way, and we're not asking you to twist your mind around and come into some sort of shape that says his drinking or her drinking is not okay. It's never, ever going to be okay. And when we kind of talk about our approach, I think it's really understandable that sometimes you get a really kind of strong opposing reaction to what we're saying. So the first thing I want to say is, I really get that. I absolutely get that. And I spent my life for many years authentically reacting to what was happening, and what is happening is horrible. In no way is it ever right. And so the honest reaction to that is to get angry, to get hurt, to be afraid for the future. These emotions are absolutely real. But what I began to see, there's a phrase in AA, which is quite a good little phrase, is a man or woman takes a drink, the drink takes a drink, and the drink takes the man. And I think that that's really true, or woman. But actually for the partner, there's another bit to that, and the drink takes the partner. Because what begins to happen is the drink that's controlling your partner's world begins to control yours. And so you become a kind of reacting, seething mess to what's going on. And what I realised, and I realised it, and it changed my life really, is that drink in my partner had changed me from the person who I was. I cared and loved my partner. I think basically I'm an honouring and caring and loving person. And that person was literally being drowned out in this situation. And when I saw this, I saw it so clearly, I at that point began to fight back. Because I already knew that the drink was changing completely the husband, who actually was a kind and loving and helpful husband. And what I realised is I had to fight to stop that drink changing me. So I decided I would be the initiator of how I behaved. Was it hard at the beginning? Absolutely. Did I fail? Over and over again. But I got what I was doing, and I decided, you are not going to turn me into the sort of person that my husband is when he's drinking. So I militantly began to honour and respect and love and care, because that's who I was. And that was my best resource, is because deep inside it was I was. So I began to try and be who I was. And more I did it, the more power I got. And so I began to take back me. Now, whether that ever affects your drinker, whether after that you leave, if you begin to get yourself back again, it'll give you power to stay, give you power to leave. Either way, you begin to reclaim your world. And we approach this in our program at the beginning, because the first thing we do is say, care for you. And that first bit in our program, do not skip it, because it's the empowerment that you need to take your life back. Now, that's just how I began to do it. And I have to say also I had a faith. I strongly believed in a God of love, and I think it was him that helped me see this. So he was like a plug for me, because I believe that there is love in the world. There is a huge force of love in the world, and actually he was my best resource. So I used to plug into that love to help me begin to love again. And I genuinely believe it began to change my partner. It certainly changed our family situation, because I stopped going to war. So that's really what I want to say. First of all, just really get why you reacted. Make sure you read it all. Make sure you read it thoroughly. I think we got an email for someone who we suspect actually just started reacting and then probably didn't listen to the rest of the email. So try and hang on in there. And do remember, we have fleshed this out. We have been there. We're not saying things just because we academically think it's a good idea. We are saying things because actually these things work. They don't necessarily change your drinker, but they will change the situation that you're in. And go or stay, you need that empowerment to be able to sort out how to do this. So if you're interested in a bit about the God of Love, Beauty for Ashes is really about how faith has helped us. It's very unpreachy. It's very unprescriptive. It's just our journey with what the AA calls the higher power. It's a very normal thing in the drink situation to tap into something to help you. And you'll be testimony after testimony that this really is helpful. So that we've deliberately kept it away from Bottled Up, so you don't feel that we're pushing at you, but it's there as a resource if you feel you would like that help as well. And I talk about my journey, and so does John. We're also now going to talk about this together, because actually this approach literally saved John's life. And he's going to talk about that in the next video, and I'm going to just ask him a few questions. So please come and listen to both of these, because they're a response to maybe some of the questions and feelings that have come up in listening to Love. Listen to the programme. We've done it to help you. We're here to help you. We're all in this together. We care very, very much about what's going on. We want you to know that we exist, we care for you, we want to be there for you, and we want us to be there for each other. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.